These are the side.
We'll cover it. I'll put it on your screen in front of you too. So
Actually,
we'll walk you through it.
this here has house all now.
All right, Ms. Wellborn, we're ready when you are. If you'd like to call the meeting to order.
This meeting of the P&Z committee is now called to order at 6:00. Shall we all stand for an invocation? Pledge of allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good evening, commissioners. First item we have on the agenda tonight is a consent agenda, reading of the minutes, May 23rd, 2022, and August 15th, 2022. Ms. Wellborn, if you'd like to entertain a motion and a second on this.
Entertain a motion that we accept these minutes. May 23.
All right, second.
I need a motion first, and then she can't make a motion. She's the president.
I motion that we approve them in second.
Motion made and seconded. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, motion carries. Says comments, nobody's registered. We don't have any discussion items, so we're going to jump right on down to consideration and possible action to approve request from Carter Park East LLC regarding final replat of all blocks 12 and 13, 1 through 16, block 14, lots 1 through 6, block 15, the Forbes Edition part of Shelby County Land Survey, Tract 11, abstract 1375 in the city of Everman, Tarrant County, Texas. Before we get into entertaining a motion on this, deliberating, there's correction to this. When we ask for a motion, it's not going to be for a final replat. It's actually going to be for a preliminary replat. Final replat requires public hearing by the P&Z Commission, as well as a public hearing and approval by City Council. This is not a final replat. This is a preliminary replat, which just requires your approval to move. So that's what we're going to do tonight. So we have, I'm sorry, we're not meeting. Kurt? Chris. Okay. Chris is from Kimley Horn. This is the piece of property that is located just west of Wichita Drive and north of Enon as part of that large industrial complex. Staff recommendation on this preliminary replat is approval. The city engineer has reviewed everything in here, has provided multiple comments. There's been a pretty lengthy discussion back and forth between the city's engineering firm and Kimley Horn, who is the engineering firm representing the developer on this. They have addressed everything, and the engineer is recommending approval. I'm going to pull up my screen just to kind of give you somewhat of a background on that. So, as I mentioned earlier, this location outlined in black here on your screen is the location that is for the preliminary replat. Currently, the property is platted for a residential subdivision. That plat was placed back in the 50s or 60s and never came to fruition, was never developed for any reason. So it's just remained in that state ever since. The developer is proposing to come in and replat it as such to provide a roughly 200,000, I speak out of turn here, Chris, but roughly 200,000 square foot industrial distribution facility. There is not currently any agreement in place with a specific company, so we don't know what company it is going to be just yet. It'll be one of those where they build it and eventually lease it out to whatever company chooses to use it. It will be for distribution, not so much manufacturing is my understanding. It is zoned heavy industrial already. P&Z and City Council roughly 10 months ago approved a zoning change on this piece of property for heavy industrial. So it's already rezoned for that. A couple of things to consider with the replat is one, they're going to be putting in their own infrastructure, which includes a roadway to this facility that'll connect to Enon Avenue. It will connect to Enon in the city of Fort Worth. A lot of people think Enon Avenue is the city of Everman all the way down to Corey Road. It actually stops at Floyd Street, and it becomes the city of Fort Worth's maintenance responsibility from Floyd to Oak Grove Road South. So it will connect to Enon Avenue in the city of Fort Worth. That roadway will enter into the facility, into all the parking spaces and so forth. Trucks will not be allowed to travel on Floyd Street, will not be allowed to travel on Carson or Trammell. So we don't have to worry or have any concerns about truck traffic being over there. If they do, I can assure you our police will promptly address the issue. But I know that's going to be one of the big questions is the trucks coming in and out from this property. They've addressed that by providing their own infrastructure here. They're also going to provide their own water and sewer lines as a part of the property that will connect and tap into our water sewer lines. There are some financial benefits to the city with this. The estimated valuation originally, and correct me if it's changed, Chris, but was $18 million on the property value. So there's obviously significant property tax revenue potential there for the city. In addition to water revenue from an industrial facility is anticipated to be somewhere in the ballpark of $200,000 to $250,000 a year in water revenue. It's unlikely that there will be much sales tax impact from this facility because it will be distribution, not a point of sale. So we don't anticipate any major sales tax. With that, Chris, I'll kind of turn it over to you to highlight anything maybe I've missed or haven't covered.
I think you covered most of it. So we're trying into the sewer line.
No street coming to it.
No. There will be a street connecting to Wichita, but it'll be their private street that they're connecting, their own private drive entrance that they're connecting.
No trucks or anything like
Trucks will be allowed to come down Enon to access that private drive.
that, but not which time.
No, not Wichita. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the truck route will be Oak Grove Road. And one of the other things to keep in mind is a big part of this development is the developer, the private developer is actually currently reconstructing Oak Grove Road to widen. So the main thoroughfare will be down Oak Grove Road to Enon over to their private drive where they will enter. And again, just to kind of highlight the maintenance concern will be the responsibility of the city of Fort Worth, not our responsibility on that portion that those trucks are driving.
What about Ena? Is it gonna be wide and there's gonna be? It seems to be very narrow for.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering, because there is a proposed 25-foot right-of-way dedication. Is that what that's about? Planning for future expansion, or do you know anything about that? Yeah, right there.
That is. I'm not sure what the.
Hoping they get it done faster than Oak Grove.
Now, keep in mind, Oak Grove's being done privately, not by the city of Fort Worth. Oak Grove is the private developer rebuilding that street as a part of the development. Fort Worth is not rebuilding that street.
So the city of Fort Worth asked for this dedication then? Or you don't know much about it?
From my understanding.
Notice there's all these warehouses in that area. Is there any way of them being connected or a road down the middle of them so that, you know, it's not a.
Actually, say the developer sells that property. Try and make it where share. This one is.
So how far north is? Just to see the limit?
Yes.
So it won't be like up to the trailer park, right?
It stops. It stops at a
Trying to see if I can get you wrong.
It stops, it looks like about, right after the playground.
The portion that we're discussing here, there's
From the
additional
park across
portions
the street.
outside that are.
Oh, okay, all right, I know where.
Yeah, before the playground.
Yeah. Before the bridge.
Yeah, before the road.
The quality of this is not the greatest, but I'll go ahead and share it anyway. It's the best image I can pull up.
Oh, that's terrible.
This building down here is the building that we're discussing, the portion of this entire project that's in the city of Irving.
Oh, wow.
The rest of this is
It
in the
looks
city
bigger
of
on
Fort
this
Worth.
paper.
Yeah, the rest of this is in the city of Fort Worth. This is the trailer park, I believe, that you guys are referring to right now. So a lot of that's gonna occur behind the trailer park. This is Joel East here that connects Wichita to Oak Grove Road. If you notice, there's actually already a couple of buildings up on Joel East, same developer that's doing it. So the buildings are gonna look very similar to those. And it'll be on both sides of the roadway. So. We've got a very small chunk of this project.
Yeah.
Good time to do that big one.
I make a motion to approve the preliminary plans.
I second the motion. Aye.
Motion carried.
That was quick and easy. We don't have anything for executive session, so Ms. Wellborn, at your stamp of approval, you will adjourn.
How is?
Thank y'all.